We are over 400 employees working here on site in multiple areas. So we've got production people, but we also have maintenance people, engineering department, accountability, logistic, environmental people, health and safety people. In order to be a leader in the health and safety culture, we have developed multiple approach over the year to define policies and politics or standard of work that people can follow to be sure that they're safe. Being sure that we take care of our people is the only way that we can keep on pushing forward with our vision of being an industry leader. Considering that we are in a small region here, we are also responsible for the maintain and the sustainability of multiple other companies and industries around us. We can say that we are the heart of the region. If we look at the wood yard, it's actually the first step of our process. This is where we're getting and receiving all the raw material that we're using to produce our boards. Now that we have the material inside the wood yard, we can now take it with loaders to bring it inside of the process. Depending on the recipe that we're doing, on the product that we're doing at the production line, the loader operator knows exactly where to pick the material and where to put it. Once this material goes inside of the mill, it's actually wet raw material. It's roughly at 50% on a wet basis level of humidity. Once inside, it now goes to the dryer. The heat and wind are taking care of drying the chips. So once they get out of the dryer, they are roughly at a 2 or 3% wet basis humidity level. Once the drying is done, we now have to take it to the screening area where we can separate it to have the core layer material and the surface layer material. We can now assemble 3 different layers, 1 bottom surface, 2 core layer surface, and also 1 top surface. We then bring them to the blending equipment. In the blending, we bring the glue mix to stick all the wood particles together once we will be at the press. The pressing is where the glue will be submitted to pressure and high temperature. The forming area is there to assemble all of these layers and be sure that we have the proper density and proper thickness to have a good product at the exit of the line. Once we're out at the line, considering that the heat inside of the mat is really high, we need to have a cooling area. In this cooling area, the board or the master board will go in, stays for a certain period of time, and then go out. Once it's out, it's cooled down enough so it could be stacked in the maturation area where we need to leave it there while we do some environmental testing, and also curing time will be conducted. The final step of the process is the packaging, in which we will put on some straps, cover board, identification, so that our people will be able to ship correctly the product once it's been packaged. In every step of our process, we have multiple quality control processes that are in place. Some of them are linked to the efficiency of our production, and others are linked to be sure that we comply with all the environmental regulation that we must. Sustainable development is a key aspect of Uniboard being a strong company in the particle board and TFL production in North America.